Everybody, my name is Rahaf Alkilani. I will talk about the place of articulation and I will show presentation place of articulation. First, the location at which two speech organs approach or come together in producing a speech sound, as in the contact of the tongue and the teeth to form a dental sound. The second, the terminology has been developed for precisely describing all the consonants in all the world's spoken languages. Non-noun language distinguishes all of the places described here, so less precision is needed to distinguish the sounds of a particular language. So now I will talk about several topics for the place of articulation. 1. What parts of the vocal tract are used to produce sound? 2. Types of obstruction required in the description of English consonants. 3. Places of articulation, passive and active. And 4. Example. So now first, what parts of the vocal tract are used to produce a sound? The vocal tract is where the sound produced at the sound source, larynx is filtered. In birds, it consists of the trachea, the pharynx, the oral cavity, the upper part of the esophagus, and the beak. In mammals, it consists of the laryngeal cavity, the pharynx, the oral cavity, and the nasal cavity. The estimated average length of the vocal tract in adult male humans is 16.9 centimeters and 14.1 centimeters in adult females. Let's see how the vocal tract. Let's look more closely at the class of sounds we call consonants. Remember that consonants have some constriction in the vocal tract that obstruct the airflow. We can classify consonants according to three pieces of information. Types of obstruction required in the description of English consonants. Voicing. Note the difference between voiced and voiceless sounds. For voiced consonants like Z and V, the vocal folds vibrate. For voiceless sounds like S and F, the vocal folds are held apart to let air pass through. Place of articulation. If we obstruct our vocal tract at the lips, like the sound P and P, the place of articulation is bilabial. The consonants F and V are made with the top teeth on the bottom lip. So these are called labiodental sounds. Move your tongue to the ridge above and behind your top teeth and make a T or D. These are alveolar. Alveolar moves the tongue farther back. For example, S, meaning it's a little bit behind the alveolar ridge. You also sometimes see H and S called alveopalatal or palate alveolar sounds because the place of articulation is between the alveolar ridge and the palate. The only true palatal sound that English has is J. Velar, if you bring the back of your tongue up against the back of the soft palate. The volume, you produce sounds K and J. Uvular and pharyngeal, it is carried away into the throat. And of course, English has a glottal fricative made right at the larynx, the sound H. There are also many. Let us see. This is in the following table. Now, third types, places of articulation, passive and active. 1. Exolabial. 2. Endolabial. 3. Dental. 4. Alveolar. 5. Post-alveolar. 6. Pre-palatal. 7. Palatal. 8. Velar. 9. Uvular. 10. Pharyngeal. 11. Glottal. 12. Epiglottal. 13. Radical. 14. Posterodorsal. 15. Anterodorsal. 16. Laminal. 17. Abyssal. And 18. Subabyssal. Finally, types. Example, the two lips, the articulators meet to form the bilabial sound of P and P. The tip of tongue, the articulator meets with the alveolar ridge, the place of articulation which is right behind the front teeth, in order to form the alveolar sounds of D and T. There are 7 places of articulation used to distinguish consonant sounds. Places of articulation bilabial or two lips produced with the two lips P, P, M, W, as in pie, pie, my, and wool. Lip dental or lip and teeth produced with the upper teeth and inner lower lip. F, V, as in feel and veal. Interdental or between teeth produced with the tongue tip on or near the inner surface of the upper teeth. The, th, as in thick and thin. Alveolar or behind teeth produced with the tongue tip on or near the tooth ridge. T, D, S, Z, N, L, as in to, do, zoo, new and light. Palatal or top middle of mouth produced by the body of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth in the palatal area. Ish, S, sh, j, r, j, y, as in shin, dinner, chef, judge, read, and yes. Note that the ish, is, sha, ja sounds are all pronounced with the front of tongue places on the top of mouth, while the j, y one is pronounced with more of the rear of the tongue placed a bit farther back on the palatal than ish, is, cha, ja. Finally, the R sound is made with the sides of the tongue placed on the sides of the roof of the mouth pressed against the teeth. Velar or top of throat produced with the tongue body on or near the soft palate. J, K, N, as in go, kite, and bang. Glottal or from the throat produced by air passing from the windpipe through the vocal cords. H, as in high. Thank you for watching.